So this time, I really didn't expect to find this. Today, we're setting off to explore aboard my sailboat. It's a huge abandoned sanatorium hospital on the Italian coast. A unique place worldwide, combining a hospital and sanatorium. A heliotherapy center, but also a farm covering more than 25,000 square meters. In the previous episodes, we visited the farm and the heliotherapy center. Now it's time to see what this hospital is hiding and what I found inside. Welcome to the final episode of this trilogy. On sea again, we're going to do some urban exploration on a boat. Look at that, we're going to check it out. A massive abandoned hospital by the sea is hidden behind vegetation. You can't see it from here. It's so huge, it looks like a city. Time to anchor, launch the Zodiac and leave it on the beach while I walk up. We're going to check this out. It looks incredible. We're arriving at the hospital. Well, now we're going to have to climb some walls because it's all the way up there in the forest, the place. It smells good. We must be near the entrance. There's a gate ahead. Yeah, that's where we're going, up there, behind. I really hope there's an entrance. It would be so stupid to go through all this for nothing, especially after walking 3 kilometers in the blazing sun. So here we had the heliotherapy section. And actually, just across from here was the entrance to the hospital, and over there, the pharmacy. So right here was the pharmacy that supplied medicine to the hospital just above us, which we can't see. Now it's covered by vegetation. And the farm that's even further back, it supplied food to all 3 facilities, actually. It's a huge thing. Well, first of all, it doesn't look like it's been maintained for a while. There's so much vegetation that you can't even see the building behind it. It's up there, and you'll notice that on the ground, well, it's a mess. In some places like Italy, access is often restricted, sometimes even with a security guard. Camera stuff. There's a world where it's a mess, guys. We're trying to hide and disappear. Sorry for speaking quietly. I don't know what we'll encounter here. It's huge, wow. Wow, damn, the snake. Oh, the size of that thing we just saw go by. There's a 2-meter snake that just passed. Look at that thing, it's the size of a hospital. There it is, I see the camera. Come on, 360 camera, it's got yelling on it. Ah, damn, we're dead, we're totally dead. It seems totally closed. There must be an entrance somewhere, but we're going to have to find it now. Except if he doesn't let go, we're done for, with the camera right there. It doesn't look like it's facing the other way. Okay, we've gone around the building, let's try to go from the side to see if there's an entrance from the back, but we have to be careful. I don't know what we'll find in there. It's an old hospital that's been abandoned for quite a while now. Clearly it's not recent, it's not from yesterday. We're going to be here all day. It's bigger, it's much bigger than I thought. We'll need to climb a bit, but after that, it's open bar once you're inside, no luck needed. We couldn't see it from afar, but actually there's a grate on the window. We can't get through. We'll see. There are helicopters above us. This is risky. But seriously, look at this. Places like this make you sick. It's a city. We're going in now. I feel like there used to be a gate here, and then the gate was torn off. Climbing it will be tough. It's over 2 meters high. I'm still going to try something stupid. Maybe it'll work. The dog starts barking. No. Wait, there's a gate behind. We're in this time. Access is perfect, so let's see what's inside. I don't know what, but it looks creepy. The former Novaro hospital complex was made up of the Heliotherapy Institute that we saw in the 2nd episode of the old Novaro Sanatorium. A farm was opened in 1934 as a treatment center for tuberculosis and respiratory diseases to meet all patients' needs. Climatotherapy, heliotherapy, and thalassotherapy were practiced there, which at the time were the only treatments for tuberculosis. Its isolated location was ideal for creating a self-sufficient healthcare facility to prevent virus spread. It was therefore surrounded by a park of more than 25,000 square meters, which served as a farm to feed the patients, as we saw in the 1st episode. Let's go. I'm not sure what we'll find. I just hope no one is yelling inside. I think they figured if it was secure outside, there was no need to do the same inside. Wow, it's creepy. It feels like prison here. Glass everywhere. There are 5 marble floors to sand. Let's go, it's crazy. I'm not sure if it was a psychiatric or public hospital, but I think it was a public one. Technical office. Well, I think there's clearly nothing inside, but you never know what you might find. Let's be careful. With the Urbex, they're usually really trashed. This was a kitchen here, or some kind of lab. There are blocks with outlets. Looks like there's one over there. Be careful with the lamp. Don't let too much light outside. I don't know where to go, it's so big, but there are people and something over there. Radioactive zone, what is that doing in a hospital? We might run into scanners at any moment. X-ray, be careful. What are we getting into now? There's something weird on the ceiling. It's disgusting in here. There are rat droppings everywhere. We're not alone in here. We're with the rats. It's really, really big. It's basically a radio room. The guy used to go in there. And here there must have been the X-ray machine. It was taken apart a long time ago. That was clearly it. And the radiologist used to go in there. Yeah, all the X-rays are still there. They're all X-rays of patients. They're lying around on the floor. Those were the storage shelves, and that was the X-ray cabinet. I don't know what we'll find, but probably not any furniture or leftover items. But then it does seem like there are still some things left, because here, for example, we have some X-rays, so we'll see. The problem when you explore places this big is that you can easily get lost. And then you end up going in circles and passing by the same spot 14 times. All right, here we are in one part of the building. I think we're going to walk along this whole section to the other end, and then we'll start exploring the upper floors. That'll be the easiest way. To avoid missing anything or getting lost, since this place is like a city and there's only one exit where we entered, we must keep track of that spot. Getting lost would be bad. All the kitchens had a serving hatch. That's for passing the dishes up to the floors. Yeah, that's it. Those were the kitchens, and that's the fridge. Before I go in, I want to make sure it stays open so I don't have to open it from inside. Oh, wow. Welcome to the fridges. What? The fridges are huge. There are 4 of them. I won't stay in there long. It smells horribly moldy. It's actually pretty clean. All right. I suggest we go through the whole building to go see what's happening over there on the other side. This is so creepy, guys. That's where we came from, okay? We found our starting point again. Yes, that's it. That's the door over there. Okay. That must have looked really impressive before it got completely ruined. Oh man. Creepy. Creepy. What was that? Oh, the entrance. That was the entrance. Padiglione GF Novaro. There was everything. It was a real public hospital. There was general surgery, cardiology, psychiatry, pediatrics, neurology, gerontology, urology, vascular surgery, general surgery. Oh, there's a world where if we find the old operating rooms for you, it's going to be just incredible, folks. We found the entrance, which seems to be a side one. Likely each department had its own. This isn't the largest, so it's probably not the main entrance. These walls are for the room keys. There were so many rooms we could be here forever. There were multiple reception areas, including the glass one on the other side. Sorry, the rooms are small and I don't have a wide lens. I need to watch my steps since it could be dangerous. Clinical files at radiography 2003. That's old and abandoned for over 20 years. Nothing's left inside. It hasn't been opened. That one clearly hasn't been forced open. So on the ground floor, we did the first wing over there, and actually the building is shaped kind of like a T. See, there's that end over there. That whole end over there, it's gone. I want to find the blocks, but don't know which floor. They're usually on the lower floors. But it depends, because in the last hospital I went to, it was on the 3rd floor. There's the elevator, some blocked off areas. The issue is the hospital lacks signs. To know what was what. Everywhere is barricaded. Let me tell you, they really didn't want people coming here, that's for sure. But hey, we're here anyway. Those must have been all the departments. It's always the same little doors. They could be doctors' offices or maybe treatment rooms. You have to imagine, like, it's really nothing at all. I'll see if I can find you some information about the facility back then, what it was like. Guys, there's no cable lift. They took all the copper. It's a plane. There's a helicopter flying over me. It's freaking me out. We're entering the outer wing. That was the main entrance we saw earlier. It's over there. It feels like we're in the back room. It's annoying. Sorry, we're rushing, but this place is so big, we'd be here forever if we didn't hurry. What's that? There are a lot of mosquitoes in there. Those are bagno. Bagno patient water closet. All right, we're in the other wing of the building. Let's go see if we can find something. X-ray files 2002. It was an X-ray room, but there's nothing left. I want to find the operating rooms and equipment, since I'm sure some things remain. It's rare that they take everything apart. It's very, very rare that they take everything apart. We need to be careful. Because here, we're going to pass by, there's the dome that's right in front of the entrance. Stabilometry. Let's go slowly. I don't want to be seen by the dome that's in front. Where Where's that dome? Oh, it's right there, look. We'll stay in the central corridor, because if we go near the dome and it moves over us, we're finished. There's a lot of yelling, and the security guard's car is parked at the gate where we arrived. It's a bit tense though, you know? Rehabilitation center, bone densitometry. They were outpatient care apparently. We were fortunate with our back door, since everything else is heavily barricaded. It's crazy. The second wing mirrors the first. It's a symmetrical building, so I doubt we'll find anything different on that side. The wards are either upstairs, like in the other hospital, or in the basement, which is creepy. We'll start upstairs and end in the basement, where I think the wards are, saving the best for last for you. The marble stairs are incredible, but I'm still being careful because, well, when you see how old the building is, it could be fragile. Still, it does look like it was built pretty well. But we'll see, since we'll have an amazing view up there. Aperitif. Aperitif bar, 7 to 3. Yeah, there really was a bistro there. I'm careful when I walk because if it collapses, we're dead. Looks solid, what a view. We have a nice view of the courtyard since we're just on the first floor. There are people to deal with here, there's something to do here, there's work to be done here. Oh damn, the bar, it wasn't small at all. Two big bars actually. They broke down the wall between the two over there. Actually, you see, it was walled up pretty much everywhere and the guys all came and smashed everything. We're definitely not the first ones to come here, but maybe we're the first French people though. We must be the first French people. I've never seen this spot come up anywhere. This thing is a line. Yeah, smoking is banned, but in a hospital that makes sense, bro. Those were rooms, they're all little rooms. No, maybe other departments, I don't know, maybe there are people who will recognize things, it's possible. Otherwise, it looks more recent than the rest here. How creepy this is. Yes, that's what I meant. It looks much newer than the others. That was likely a dining room. You have to try to imagine, we can only imagine here, since there's not much left. You have to guess a bit what it could have been used for. But that was clearly also kitchens. Given the heights, so I don't know how many restaurants there were, those were kitchens. At the same time, considering the size of the place, I'm not surprised there were 2 or 3 kitchens. There were so many rooms, it's no surprise there were also lots of kitchens. Actually, all of that area was kitchens too. Clearly everything has been taken apart, but yeah, look, there's the serving hatch and everything. It was clearly all kitchens, but this is the third huge kitchen we've seen. The size of this is wild. It's insane, seriously. But you see, look, it looks like it was partly renovated. You can see that everything was redone here, the tiles and all. It's weird, huh? Maybe they tried to renovate and then, well, it fell through because they ran out of money. It's weird, huh? It's really surprising. Here, we're coming up behind the building. Oh my God, oh my God. Don't move anymore. Oh wow, nothing straight, the ground's shaking. Look at this. Ah, damn, it's always hard to show you this on camera. It's like this, whoa. I feel like the ground will collapse beneath me. No, we're not going further. Damn, it goes down here too. Oh my God, get out, I can't go there. You have no idea how unstable the floor is in here. At the same time, if they closed the place, it wasn't for nothing. I think the building can't take it anymore. Wow, it goes down here too. Wow, 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 wow. I don't think the building has much time left. Man, this floor sucks. Oh, guys, the feeling when the feeling you get when you're walking on a flat floor and suddenly you take a step and it feels like you're going to fall. Oh my God. Let's leave and return to flatter ground because this is freaking me out. Oh, damn, it's cracking. This is absolute creepiness, guys. Okay, let's quickly go check over there on the other side and we'll keep going up and then we'll go down. I'd really like to find the blocks for you, but we have so little information. We don't have anything visible because of the condition it's in. Clearly, there was a war here. There was clearly a war that went through here. No kidding. We were only upstairs in one of the three wings again. Here, it goes off that way and it goes off that way. So I think those are the bedroom floors, and we're not necessarily going to show you every single bedroom floor. They're obviously all the same. Those were definitely rooms, small individual ones. And there were like here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those were 4 bedrooms. Those were big 4 bedrooms. There must have been 2 beds on each side. You can still see remnants of saints on each wall. Each had their own wardrobe. They had a small corner, a bathroom. Imagine everything was ripped out. And the guys, they especially had a view. You see the terrace they had, those guys? You're in the hospital and you got this crazy sea view right there. It's the locker rooms of, it must have been the locker rooms, I think, of the employees. Unfortunately, there's almost nothing left of what was once a modern and functional complex. The interior resembles a typical hospital. Long corridors, rooms, stained glass, broken windows, staircases, and a central elevator. A few traces of the facility's past activity remain, but most rooms are empty. Key is the unusual shutter on the hospital's south side, likely once shielding sun-exposed rooms. Now it's dangerous and unsettling. 9, 10, 11, 12, they were all blocks of 4 rooms. Always just 4-room blocks. It's always the same. 2 beds on each side and a small terrace in front. There are still some things left, you see. Oxygen and I don't know what else. The terraces they had, those guys, man, it was seriously. I'm being careful since the dome is right below. It'd be pretty dumb to get caught before finishing. I'll speak a bit louder now. I'm not going to shout, but we've been here about an hour just walking around. I don't think we're causing trouble as long as we avoid the cameras. We're not going to start yelling either because it's a huge empty building and everything echoes like crazy. If a security guard passes by, since it appears to be well monitored from what we've seen, well, he could hear us. Oh, we've made it to the terrace. Look at this. I need to be careful so the dome below doesn't see me. I think it's okay. It's beautiful. But the size of this place, guys, it's huge. It's really a massive place. There are no smoking signs everywhere, which is kind of weird. 225 to 250 euros fine if you get caught smoking in there. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I just forgot we're in Italy. People smoke everywhere in Italy. Actually, everything is for smokers. And I think they must have had problems. It's that the patients were smoking in the rooms. That's the same. It was probably a small area. Staff, small kitchen. There's a calendar. 2001, October 2001. Well, I'm not going to bother blurring out the name of the city or the addresses or anything in any case. And you'll understand that at the end of the video, because I'll need to tell you about a little something, a very nice new partner. Well, where are these, blocks? Glasses everywhere. That's funny. Those were wooden partitions. There's damage. I don't know what those guys did. The place was clearly ripped out, but it's been abandoned for 25 years. So you can imagine people have come through in that time. There have definitely been people coming through. Watch out for the grate and people who aren't necessarily very respectful. From what we can see, there are tags everywhere. Absolutely every window has been smashed except for one or two, but really there's not much left. It's in a state of, well, decay, but like you rarely see places like this. I thought it was interesting to check out this place because it's not every day you see stuff like this abandoned. There are huge abandoned hospitals by the sea here and there. Plus we came by boat. That was the craziest thing, honestly, in a long time. I've been telling you for ages that we're going to do some urban exploration by boat. We're going to set off on this world tour, but actually we've been living on the boat for 2 months now. Right now we're in Italy, then we'll do a little trip back to France, and after that we'll head off again. We don't know where yet, we'll see. So yeah, the boat Urbex videos are coming soon. It took a long time to set up this whole project. We had to finish preparing the boat. It's not even finished yet, by the way. There's still work to do on it. But we're making steady progress and we can slowly start moving with the boat along the coast to do some urbex for you. So there aren't videos about psychopaths every week, relax. But there will be more and more, and get ready to see some crazy stuff coming to this channel. So if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss any notifications. If you're subscribed, check that notifications are on. Sometimes YouTube turns them off and you might miss my new videos. 2 weeks ago, guys messaged me asking, is there a video this week? Yes, there was. But if you don't have notifications, you don't see them. So here we're outside, behind me is the outdoors. I'm telling you again. This is the big outdoor courtyard at the back of the hospital. The place is really huge. But that really reminds me of Prison Break or The Walking Dead. It's like old prisons. Yeah, we're going up another floor. There are 2 lifts. The higher we go, the more the floor shakes. I don't like this. So, is this the same floor as before or something different? I think the blocks, we'll have them in the basement, guys. I definitely think the blocks will be in the basement. Wow, this place is huge. This place is huge. Be careful where you step. Some areas have completely smashed floors. But you see, look, it's the same here. It was all new. It was all new here. I think it was abandoned mid-construction. What a mess. They probably said, let's renovate and make everything new, but in the end, it didn't work out. I don't know what kind of room we're in right now, but apparently there were lights all around the edges, and here too, there are big neon lights in here, clearly. So here, I'm going to be careful not to go too far because, but you see the view, Greetings. You can't see the boat from here, huh? We're below. Right there, there's our friend, the camera. Good thing for us, this model of camera can't look up at the sky, it can't see us. I realized I might be exposing myself too much on the balconies. The camera can't see me, but the security guard can. Maybe this isn't a smart idea. All right? Wow, it's everywhere, such a mess. Pulmonology is like a treatment room, actually. No, but at any moment, the operating rooms, we've already been through them, people, I don't know. This is a pulmonology department here. Oh, the floor is uneven. Oh, the floor is uneven. Oh, wow, the floor is really uneven. You're lucky you're not with us, I'm telling you. It's uneven here and the same. You see here, these were also 4 bedrooms with a view of Mama, how beautiful it is. It's crazy. I didn't expect it to be this big. I saw on the map that it wasn't a tiny building, but you know, you never really get an idea of how big it is until you're standing in front of it. When we got in front of it, we thought, oh, okay, well, this isn't going to take an hour. It's going to take all day. A damn maze. Damn, it's everywhere. Those were double rooms, 20 and 21. Only 2 patients were supposed to be here. There are still things to hook up the oxygen there too. Actually, there are those in every room, and there were supposed to be just 2 beds there, so only 2 patients. Be careful not to stir up too much dust in a place like this. You see those old paints there that are blistering like that, those are old paints with lead in them, and that's very toxic, it's crap. You really shouldn't breathe in that dust. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now that's different. This area was only accessible to staff. Here we are, we're entering the wards. Or into something else. This area clearly wasn't meant for public access, as there was a gate. It's the last floor before the basement. It was fine before, but now it's extremely hot. That supported the department. Cabinets and stuff. There wasn't a patient room here. There clearly wasn't a patient room here, although actually, yes, look. More rooms. 4 bedrooms as well. Oh my God, look at me, we're on the roof now, that's it. We're on the roof, I can go back up on the roof if you want, we're going to do something crazy. This is the big terrace. Wow, I'm putting on my glasses so I won't see anything right away. Actually, there were big roofs to close off, to close the terrace and put everything in the shade. I can't see my screen and don't know what I'm filming for you. I'm going to move slowly now because I notice the structure looks fragile from below. I'll be able to show you a bit of that. You have the view, seriously, the view you have here over the sea. There's nothing around, absolutely nothing. There you have the big courtyard down there. We first tried to get in there, but ended up at the dome, as you see. We're on the top floor, right on the rooftops, after passing all those floors and balconies. There is. I hadn't noticed, but the dome is actually mounted on a solar panel. Wow. Well, I thought there was a chance the alarms and all that might not work. It's definitely clear that they do work. I saw the dome turning. There are 2 solar panel arms on it. Everything is brand new, the alarm and everything. All right, let's keep going. That's the therapy room with syringes and medicines drawn on it. It's a mix, this floor, of patient rooms and stuff reserved for the staff, you know. We still haven't found the operating rooms. I think the operating rooms are in the basement. I don't see any other solution because actually an operating room is in a completely closed area. It's a place and there are no windows. Everything here has windows, so I think the operating rooms were in the basement. We'll finish this floor and then we'll go check it out. We've been walking on glass for an hour. It's everywhere. We'll rinse our shoes in the sea before leaving because otherwise we'll just bring junk back to the boat. Whoa, the room. Okay. I don't know what it was, but it was a big room. I don't see any serving hatch, so it probably wasn't. Maybe dining rooms, a place to sit down, maybe to read or things like that. I don't know. You have to imagine, you know, you really have to imagine here. That's all you can do anyway. It's so torn apart. Apart from imagining things, you can't do much else. I don't like stepping on sketchy places. What, there's another floor? We'll check that out now. We're going to check that out right now. I thought we had done all the floors, but no, there's still one more. There's still another floor. There aren't any more, but actually there are still some left. This leads straight to the roof. Well, let's just take a quick look because I have zero trust when it comes to roofs. You know, that's not my thing. There you go. It's the hospital roof. This time we can't go higher. I won't stay on the roof long since there are people nearby. There doesn't seem to be much here. Yes, there's a big terrace there. Wow, the terrace. Yeah, okay, there's a huge terrace at the back too. Oh, wow, look, all the tiles have lifted up here. Wow, 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 here, the terraces. If you come here, be careful. Really, be very, 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 very careful. It's dangerous. So the spot is beautiful as long as you really like decayed places, because I love it, but I know that's not the case for everyone. On the other hand, it's extremely dangerous. Be very careful if you come to visit this kind of place, because you risk death. All right, now we have to go all the way down there into Mordor, so let's go. We're heading down and we're going to explore. The creepiest part is for last. It's going to be the basements, hoping we'll come across the operating rooms. I'll also show you the amazing view of the little backyard. We're descending into hell. I don't feel like it, guys, but you know me, and I can't leave here without seeing things through, so I'm going to take you all the way. But I don't feel like it, because it's really creepy here. There's no more light, there's nothing left. And I think we've hit the jackpot, that's it. Come on, we have to be careful not to stir up too much dust here. Oh, this is so creepy. Here we go. It smells musty. Yeah, it's all the electrical cabinets. We've got the electrical panel here, the circuit breaker and everything, and there are all the mosquitoes in the world here too. It's not very nice here. There's a weird, creepy basement, seriously. We saw the blocks and read about them, but there's no floor below. This is the basement, so how could the floor collapse? What was this place? It can't be operating rooms. There's no hygiene here for that. What does it say on that sign over there? It obviously wasn't an operating room. Wow. Ventilation. There are still some remnants here. Let's breathe mostly through our nose to avoid inhaling too much dust. I could get eaten alive. There are mosquitoes everywhere. What was that door? It's a door that leads to nowhere. It smells like a dead rat in here. There must be dead animals somewhere. It really stinks like something dead. It may look like a block, but meh. Why are there posters here? Those were shower things. Shower things, that must be something private, personal here. This must have been their locker room, actually. It must have been a big locker room. It was clearly a big locker room here. What do we have in there? $1995, wow. This is 30 years old and could be from back then, but I doubt it's as old as 1995 since we had a 2001 calendar. Afterwards, it was clearly the guys' room here, because the guys had each personalized their little corner with posters, stickers, and random stuff. Yeah, let's keep going. The floor is super creepy. Okay, we're back in the center of the building. We're back in the center of the building, so now we have a choice. It goes in all directions. It's the backroom's maze, that's what it is. Well, you have to start somewhere. I don't know where to go. There are so many options, I swear. It's crazy. It's a shame there's not much left. Because really, this place is insane. It's absolutely crazy. It would make a huge airsoft field, clearly, except the building is dangerous, but it would be a huge, awesome airsoft field. Wow, the archives. There must have been all the patients' medical records here. The deeper we go, the creepier this basement feels. Okay, that was a door. Magazzino, officina. Oh, that's pharmacy. So the shelves we saw weren't archives. They're for meds. This is where they gave medication to doctors. Oh, those were drawers. Above them were medicine cabinets. Oh, wow, but they're everywhere. You have to be careful. I don't know what's underneath there. Okay, I see. Oh, yeah, that's it, biology thing. It was all the stocks of meds and medical equipment that had to be stored all here, you know, on all these shelves. It's huge. There are several rooms. I think it must have been separated by department or something like that. Here's another royal entrance, a gate. Oh, wow, there are still kitchens here. Are you serious? Maybe these aren't kitchens, but blocks. We think they're kitchens, but they might have always been blocks here. I don't know, I have no idea. How could this be a hospital from 50 years ago? They removed all the blinds, they're over there. Modern hospitals show how things are arranged, but this one is complicated. With little left, you'll need to use your imagination. You have to be careful. There's the dome over there. It's strange. It sounds hollow under my feet, but we're in the basement, so maybe there's another floor. What is this? My God. Oh, damn. I know what this is. It's a crematorium. It's for dying, for burning the bodies. Shit, he has a cremation oven, people. Ah, yes, that's it. It came out here. The cart came out here. We put the body in there, then fire and gas. Goodbye. It's the first time in my life that I've seen this. Oh, a crematorium, you know. Oh, I wasn't ready. I didn't even know that was in there. Of the two, there's always a second one. There's the gas line coming in there. The whole oven is there. There must have been a vent. Oh, wow, the big door after that, it opens again and you take it out. And then that allowed you to go straight outside. Oh, man, that's incredible. I've never seen that in an Urbex, a crematorium. I've never seen that in an Urbex. I've never seen that in a hospital, even after visiting many hospitals. Oh, it's creepy, but it's incredible. Can you imagine how many guys burned in there? It's creepy, right? It's creepy to think about how many bodies ended up in that hole. Damn, yeah, that's exactly it, you see. Steam for disinfection, steam for something, steam for cooling, but no, it's clearly a damn oven. Ah, that's creepy then. That means at any moment the fridges we saw were morgues. They were corpse fridges, not cold rooms. Well, once again, we'll know that in abandoned hospitals, the most interesting stuff is always in the basement. Clearly, I wasn't ready for the crematorium. What is this place? Another one with no body inside. That would have been creepy. If I could stop finding them, that would be great, because 2 is already enough, you know, it's starting to add up. Now that I know about this, I want to help you find fridges. Those are just bathroom fixtures. But we're still close to all the fridges we looked at earlier. So, in some worlds, those were corpse fridges, maybe just with the rails or drawers removed. It varies, as bodies came from several sources. Now, it's a lot of drawer walls with big drawers where they pull you out lying down. I know that at one time they used to make big cold rooms and guys were just stacked in there like in a fridge. Well, this thing was labeled as both. So there's a world where on the other side some things exist. Let's check it out. We find something else. Another pharmacy. It's crazy how many medications they handled here though, because the number of pharmacies, it's something you see everywhere. We're going to get to the other wing, and after that, there will just be the main building left, but the discovery we're making here, wow, it's another pharmacy, the amount of stuff. It must have been busy. I don't know how many patients were here. I wonder if this was used for tuberculosis in the past. Although no, from what we saw, it really looked like a public hospital because there were a lot of services, but well, I was going to say, but do you want the fridges? No, those are showers. This is perfect. It's a staff area. Guys, this just got really creepy. That discovery is a bit of a buzzkill. This story isn't progressing, and that's a real obstacle. But at any moment, it was the obstacles. That's what it was. Everything the doctors need is right next door, and the entire place is tiled up to the ceiling. We're in the operating rooms. It's obvious, since in hospitals, they're always next to the restrooms and doctors' changing rooms. They're usually close to body fridges and morgues in case something goes wrong during surgery. I think actually we're in the operating rooms here, in the basement, we're in the operating rooms. And actually, on one side, there's the morgue and the crematorium, and on the other, right across, there are the operating rooms. I really think we're turning all this upside down now, but it's just that there's nothing left really, because actually that was the entrance to the emergency room. There's the parking lot for ambulances just behind. Yes, it definitely leads to the emergency area for emergency operations. I think so. There couldn't have been many, just 2 or 3 big rooms, so probably 3 operating rooms. And a morgue for patients who died during surgery or other things. Wow, I hadn't seen that. Veleno, I don't know what that means, but I think they stored dangerous things in that cabinet. This place is wild. If you want to see something crazy, I recommend it. All right, now we've got this left. Doesn't that mean morgue? It doesn't smell like cedar. It smells like a dead rat. No, but they all look the same. I feel like I've been here before. I've been here before. Yeah, we've already been here. It's the wing we did before. Seriously, this thing is a maze. We got lost in the basement. Everything looks the same. We've already done this one. It's crazy. All right, we need to find our way out. See, it closed in 2004, so it's old. I believe it's closed multiple times. No one is waiting for us outside. There's no welcoming committee. Come on, everything's fine. 2017 was a key year for the revival of the old Navarro Hospital. On September 16, the Wellness Park opened, transforming 5,500 square meters of the Sanatorium Park through the European Jardival project into a popular public space. Recent discussions considered various redevelopment options, with the hospital's conversion into a tourist hotel seen as the most likely due to its location. Currently, all projects are on hold and the Sanatorium Hospital remains completely abandoned. It was incredible. I never expected to find the morgue, oven and crematorium there. It exceeded my expectations. I didn't have that myself and wouldn't have come here without the map. I know some commenters will complain, saying Urbex should stay secret and locations shouldn't be shared. That's nonsense. Urbex started in the 80s by Ninjalicious, real name Jeff Chapman. He ran a magazine sold at newsstands where he shared his Urbex adventures, featuring photo stories, reports, and detailed descriptions of his explorations. It was his job, and he would have been the first YouTuber if YouTube existed then. So, there you go. Don't forget that the foundation of Urbex is sharing discoveries of abandoned places while respecting them. Don't break everything. Don't do what they did here. We're still not sure urban explorers broke everything. In my opinion, there must have been a big raid long before we got here. But yeah, Urbex is about sharing, it's about discovery, it's about showing the world the abandoned heritage of this planet, everything that was built by humans and left behind. It's a shame this all stays secret. We've forgotten the basics of what Urbex was about. We'll meet again soon for new adventures. See you.